In this video, we're diving into the 5 elements not only as some ancient philosophy but also as a real system that might explain your digestion, your mood, and why your energy crashes every afternoon. What's the 5 elements theory anyway? Okay, picture this first. Ancient Chinese scholars were trying to make sense of the world, and instead of saying, it's complicated, they went, hey, maybe everything in nature can be grouped into 5 big vibes. This became the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. But here's the catch. They are not meant to be taken literally. We're not talking about planks of wood or tap water. These are symbols. Each one stands for a certain type of energy, a movement pattern, and a personality trait of nature. Let's break it down. Wood grows and stretches upward and outward. Think plants, springtime, and new beginnings. Fire is warm, bright, and active. It rises, shines, and energizes. Earth is stable, grounded, and nurturing, like soil that supports everything. Metal contracts, clears, and cuts. It's precise and lets things go. Water flows downward, stores, and cools, calm, deep, and hidden. The idea everything in nature and in your body can be mapped to these 5 energetic types. We are talking organs, emotions, seasons, even colors and tastes. It's like an ancient framework for understanding how stuff connects, interacts, and stay in balance. In Chinese medicine, this theory helps explain how the body works, how we get sick, and how we heal. So, how do the 5 elements interact? Here's where it gets really interesting. The 5 elements don't just exist, they interact, kind of like characters in a drama series. And their relationships fall into 2 main types. The first is the I got you cycle or generating cycle. It's all about support. One element gives rise to the next, like a mom helping her kid succeed. Wood fuels fire. Fire creates ash, enriching earth. Earth hides metal. Metal, where melted, flows like water. Water nourishes wood. It's one big support loop where each element helps the next thrive. The second is the keep you in check cycle or controlling cycle. This one is about keeping things balanced. No one gets to be the boss of everything. Wood breaks through earth. Earth blocks water, water pulls out fire, fire melts metal, metal chops down wood. It's a system of checks and balances to prevent any one energy from going rogue. Why does this matter? Because whether we are talking nature, your body, or your emotions, too much of something or too little throws things off, and that imbalance. That's often how illness starts. TCM sees health as a dynamic dance between support and restraint. So, what does this have to do with actual Chinese medicine? Here's the cool part. TCM takes the 5 elements and maps them directly onto your major organs. Each organ system is matched with one element based on its unique vibe. Liver is like wood, needs to flow freely, full of growth and movement. Heart is fire, warm, active, and driving circulation. Spleen is earth. It digests, nourishes, and keeps things stable. Lung is metal. It filters, contracts, and clears. Kidney is water, deep, restoring energy and managing fluids. Now here's the magic. Once each organ has its elemental identity, we can use the 5 element relationships to understand how they interact. For example, kidney nourishes liver like water helping a tree grow. But if liver is too intense, it can mess with spleen, just like tree roots cracking through soil. If liver is too weak, spleen might rebel and make things out of control. That's why in TCM, when one organ is struggling, another often gets pulled into chaos. It's all connected. So how do TCM doctors use this? Here's where theory meets treatment. TCM uses the 5 elements like a healing strategy playbook. Depending on what's out of balance, a doctor can decide who to boost, who to calm down, and who needs backup. Let's look at a few examples. Use the generating cycle for support. Say your lungs are weak, you are coughing, short of breath. Instead of just treating the lungs, we can boost their mom, the spleen, because earth generates metal. This is called tonifying earth to strengthen metal. Use the controlling cycle to tame overactivity. If your liver is overactive, you are moody, tense, bloated, it might be attacking the spleen. So we calm the liver and support the spleen, called suppressing old and strengthening earth. Use restraint to cool things down. Feeling hyper-anxious or can't sleep, that's probably heart fire blazing too hot. We can cool it with water by nourishing the kidney, which controls fire. Think of it as putting out the emotional fire with a calm river. The 5 elements theory gives Chinese medicine a kind of mental map of the body. It turns the complexity of your organs, functions, and emotions into something that is easier to understand and easier to treat. So yeah, if you want to truly understand how TCM thinks and how it heals, start with the 5 elements. Okay, that's all for today's video, and I really hope you love it. If you want to know more about TCM, hit the subscribe button and drop a like. Here's Olivia. Catch you next time, and remember, your health is your power.